Talking shit, man.
What? Who?
What's the show about? Which one is this about?
This is the free
Yeah.
smoke from the shit from cause I know Ben ain't being no little bitch. He got pulled up with that Shakur shit.
Yeah. So Ben started his free smoke early.
Yeah. So I'm running it right now. Like I'm running it. Like ain't no getting away from it. I'm running it right back. This is free smoke. I ain't regulating shit. Say what the fuck you want. Say what you want. Say what you want. Like how you feel about. All right, cool.
What happened with the show? What happened with the Shakur joint? I ain't hear about the Shakur.
All right, man. Like in the last few days, bro. You had Oscar say when Oscar said, hold on real quick.
Oh, y'all talking about that tweet Shakur did?
Yeah.
That's what, bro. Stop. Like if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. I've been telling niggas for the longest, bro. Stop fucking tweeting, man. Because now you look thirsty trying to get this Zepeda fight, and you're the champion. You putting business out there that we should know. Why the hell would you say the Turk promised you a number, but now he ain't trying to give it to you? We don't need to know that, my nigga. We really and truly don't need to fucking know that. Why would you say that? Why?
Man, I look, I think he did fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But I think he just was surprised because he's like, why are you paying me less than what you paid me before? So that's why he reached out like that. But that, I mean, he could have kept that shit to himself, most definitely.
Like, yeah, but you know that social media is a hell of a drug, bro.
Yeah, and not just that, you gotta start. People got to start understanding, man. Maybe he's doing that for marketing reasons. He just wants to keep himself
His
relevant.
marketing looks really bad, bro. He looks like a
I mean,
spoiled
but even
brat.
if it's negative, he's still getting himself out there. I understand what you're saying, but it's
He looks like a spoiled brat, and a little bit he's gonna be getting slim pickings because it's looking like
I
the
hear
deal
that.
that you did not take with Top Rank looked like you was overpricing yourself.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, basically, because he said it right there. He said, "I'll take the money, whatever I get." You know what I'm saying? I just want to make a certain amount. If you're not gonna give me what you promised, then basically, then I can go another alt. I don't have to go through you to get paid. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying? He said he's willing to take
go
whatever.
through Oscar De La Hoya. Now you gotta go through Oscar, and Oscar know that you want the goddamn like you're negotiating. Your negotiating bar keeps dropping, bro. Like
Yeah,
to be
because
honest with you.
at a certain point, it's never unless you're going to revisit something with some sort of leverage, or you're still on the same playing field. Because sometimes when you go back in, just the mere fact that you're returning, in some cases, could make it look like there's a level of desperation. Like, why doesn't anybody else want to do this for you? So Oscar is a vulture snake opportunist. You feel what I'm saying? If he can squeeze water from a rock, this nigga would have a rock press made. So,
I will say this though, Oscar is looking bad himself though, man, because he be doing these clapback, right? These clapback Thursdays, and one of them, I remember one of those clapback Thursdays, he was like he criticizing Shakur for wanting to fight, Cool Boy. Not damn, I said Cool Boy. From
Schofield.
Schofield dude,
Yeah.
right? And then try to make it
Mhm.
seem like Shakur was actually ducking Zepeda. But now, you know what I'm saying, when Shakur ramping up the pressure, like, yo, give me Zepeda, Oscar don't want to deliver.
But that's the tweet that Oscar dropped that had Shakur going crazy. He said he dropped one tweet. Zepeda dropped. He said Shakur declined to fight Zepeda, whatever, blah blah blah. And after that, Shakur just gave all the information out. Like Oscar got what he wanted, bro.
yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. That sight of looking desperate. Now I can manipulate you into you looking like you're desperate, because now I can paint the picture easily that you've been making bad decisions and your shit with the Turk wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So now you out here scrambling for a fight. When at the end of the day, when like we was all on BMAX panel, and we was talking about, you know, decisions that fighters make. I said in some of these cases you can't say certain things because you got to see how they truly play out. And this tweet right here, or that thing that he dropped recently, kind of says, well, the bad decision you made as it's still looking right now is you should have re-signed with Top Rank. You left them too early. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. He's in a fucked up position, and he's got to figure out a way to clean this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? Get back on the good grace of public perception. You feel me? So I don't know. You at a position right now to whereas, you know, kind of expect the fact that you may be getting a lot of low ball offers, or what would be considered a low ball offer to you, maybe to another fighter who's not where you are. They would be like, oh, that offer is lovely, but for you, you want to see past 3.5 mil. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you may not be getting that anytime soon. It all depends on your dance partner. So he's got to find that dance partner that's gonna bring him that bag. And that's what we was trying to say a lot. Like, bro, you gotta be careful.
So, anybody else got something to say? Blue?
We talked. Well, no, we talked about this before. So okay.
So you just think that he should just be quiet?
I mean, I don't know. He talks with emotion. So I mean, that's just what Shakur does sometimes. I think sometimes he's got to. I don't know why he did what he did, to tell you the truth. So I can't really make excuses for him, and I'm not even trying. So I mean, I don't know I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to think he's just trying to stay more relevant because, he don't care if it's negative or positive. He gonna say what he want to say, you like it or not.
I don't think you should be saying nothing about what's going on in your contracts on Instagram and X. I just think you should keep that to yourself.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, but maybe that's why I said he could be using it for marketing reasons. So I don't know.
That's shitty marketing.
Hmm.
That's shitty
What you
marketing.
say?
That marketing
Mm,
strategy sucks.
I mean, if he's playing but he's like taking over the villain role. That's the reason why I'm saying that's just what he's
It's
choosing to
only
do.
so
He seems
long
like
before the villain becomes a spoiled brat.
I mean, well, I mean, he's
You
still
started off like
relevant
a
though.
spoiled brat, bro. Like you Top Rank had a deal for you was good. You think you could do better. You went over there to the Turk, and now you saying that the Turk promised you a number, but now he talking about he ain't gonna give you that number. Yeah, he ain't about to just waste that bread. So now you out here.
Yeah, but he should still be standing on business, the Turk. So if maybe the Turk changed his mind because he's like, man, as a payday, that's not really going to be a fight. Maybe I don't think the people want to see that fight now because the outcome of the fight, it's not going to generate that much money. So maybe that's why he did that. You see what I'm saying? But at the same token, Shakur has a right to say, well, goddamn, man, you pay me this much. And now this fighter's a better fighter than him. I should be getting at least the same. Or, we don't even know how much he was offered. He could just be asked for a little bit more money. I don't know. That's why I said it's just speculating all around, and I don't want to do all that shit. I don't want to speculate on some shit. I just don't have no clue of how it's going at all.
Who gave us the ammunition to speculate?
I mean, Shakur did. You know that.
All I'm saying is that so now we can speculate because we know you turned down $3 million You think you are worth more than $3 million a fight. So I'll say the minimum, like you thinking like Turk was gonna pay you $5 million.
Maybe that's what he wanted, or he could have wanted just 4. I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. That you don't know the numbers because you're not at the table, so it's just all speculation, 100%. So I'm not gonna keep beating my head against the wall trying to figure that out because I can't. All I could do is just come with my opinion and move forward.
So where do you think he's at right now?
What do you mean?
Shakur, where do you think he's at?
Like with the decision or how he feels about everything? I like what he tweeted. Shit, he wants some money. He wants a certain amount of money. Obviously, he's like, man. That's why he said, because I'm looking at, he just wants a certain amount of money. He said, even if I don't have to go through you, Turk. So if I do, cool. But if I don't, I'll accept whatever I get when it comes down to it. But pay me at least this much. I don't know if you're saying that. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't call it right now. Maybe the man is just, I don't know,
He
just
fucked
trying
up.
to figure it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. He,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have to tweet. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right about now, all you got is Eddie Hearn.
No, he got the Sheik still, man. I don't even think the Sheik probably. I mean, just like when Tank said what he said, nigga, I want 3 Ferraris. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, or I want 150 million to fight this person next. The Sheik still want to see the fight. You see what I'm saying? Are you fucking serious?
The Sheik gonna want to see the fight. He not gonna pay you what you thought you was gonna get paid, though, bro.
Well, no, I understand that.
I mean, I'm a person that feels like this. If you could stand to fight twice a year or even 3 times a year, you feel what I'm saying? At $3 million, that's still $9 million at the end of the year. To try to think you're on that level to get that same nine in one fight, that's a dance partner issue.
I don't think he's asking for 10 fight, maybe 2 fights. That's what I was thinking.
You think he was asking for 10 over 2 fights, 5 million a fight?
I mean, well,
Because
shit, if
it would
he
be
got
fair.
paid what 6 for this other fight, and if he's
It
asking
would be
for,
fair to assume that because he was saying that he was going to be paid 5 for Joe Cordina. So we know.
yeah,
So
yeah, he got 5.
yeah. So we know he was looking at somewhere around there. Whatever he actually got paid, I'm not trying to debate that. I don't even want to sound goofy and try to estimate that.
Well,
You
that's what I've been saying the whole time. It's like we're just
but
speculating. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? All you
So
can do is just move
my
forward.
speculation is based on just the numbers that were thrown out there, that were released by at least what he was saying the offer was going to be, and Top Rank was saying, and stuff like that. So Top Rank was saying 3 million a fight for 5 fights, 15 million. You feel what I'm saying? For me, I was like, I thought that was an excellent deal because you don't have to take those 5 fights over 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not taking that much damage and you're easily outclassing these guys that are on that list, then why not do it in a year and a half or 2 years?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So business wise, you would have been busy staying in the ring, people really looking at you from all aspects and saying, yo, Shakur got another fight coming up. Oh, this dude about to get fighter of the year because look at how many fights he just had over the year and he's collecting belts or just knocking big names off and making that shit look easy.
They
So
got good
then
competition over there on this side over here on top right.
exactly. You have all of those names over there, and especially if we're only going by the big fights that sell in this era, which is black dudes versus Latin dudes. You got all of those great Latin names that's over there in Top Rank. Now you're getting all of these great Japanese names that are over there in Top Rank. So missed opportunity, definitely, definitely because if we're gonna hindsight this, it's like you to say just to say, listen, the Turk promised me a number, now I'm not getting it, and I know I could still get that same number with or without the Turk. That's going to be a little
That's
bit.
not cool to say, man. I don't give a fuck what you
Yeah,
think,
it's
bro.
not
Like,
cool to say, but it's also
what people gotta understand is that the Turk is not from America where he understand that you're young and dumb. No, you disrespect me. So when you come back over here, you get what you want, nigga.
yeah, you just don't want to put yourself in a position
Don't
of
bite the
trying to
hand
tell
that
the
feeds
guy
you.
who's paying who's
Goddamn
supposed
right,
to
Bo.
be.
Goddamn right, Bo.
You don't want to put yourself in the position of the guy that's supposed to be dishing out the biggest bag and telling him, well, that same number you offered me, I could go over here and get it. He probably look at you and say, okay, then go
You
over
owe
there.
Eddie another fight. You owe Eddie one more fight, and then actually the third fight that you with, you told him that Eddie don't need to have no dealings with the if it's a tank fight. So in real act, you owe him two more fights unless it's a tank fight. If it's not a tank fight, you still owe him two fights.
That's some crazy work right there.
The only way Eddie is not in the negotiations in any of his fights is if it's not a tank fight. If it's a tank fight, Eddie not in the negotiations. But everything else, you like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think Eddie will still get paid from that fight though. He's still
I
gonna
didn't say he
probably
wouldn't
pay
get
him.
paid. I just say he wouldn't be in he wouldn't be in the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, bro, you ain't got, excuse me, you have no security. You have no security in your contract. You got one more fight. You thought you were gonna be able to get a fight on the Turk card, and the Turk was gonna pay you this, but he said, nah, shit done changed. So now you gotta rely on Eddie Hearn, but you tweeting to, even though they agreed to cool out and do business, you over here tweeting, basically begging to Eddie Hearn out to get the fight done. Oscar. The champion is out here searching and begging, sad to say, but like, you know what I'm saying, pleading for contenders, allegedly. But there's guys that's calling your name. But, you know, they ain't big enough for you to fight. So you know how it goes.
Yeah, I say this, man. I believe Shakur Stevenson is getting ducked, but at the same time, Shakur be saying things, he be putting his own foot in his mouth, man. Like, you know, and it's back with Top Rank. Like I said, Shakur could have been a unified champion right now.
Yep.
He could have been, because the dude that Keyshawn beat, that
Shakur
dude was
got him
calling.
first.
He was calling out Shakur.
Yes,
Shakur
sir.
didn't even, and
Yeah, he
Shakur
was.
was so worried about the Loma and the Tank situation. Why he didn't get to fight with Loma over to, you know, Shakur could have had 2 belts, bro, right now. Now he let Keyshawn get the belt. Now, you know, I don't know, man. And then he said that joint the other day talking about the Tower Boys, like Sheik had his Tower Boys. Man,
Like that's not what you need to be doing, bro.
yeah, man. And then I remember Bud told Shakur like, "Yo, you could try to fight Tank and be on the undercard of me and Canelo." And what Shakur said, "I ain't going on the undercard of nobody."
Yeah, I'm a
like,
pay-per-view
damn,
star. He said he was a pay-per-view star, was alluding to it. Let me be correct. You feel what I'm saying? But
I mean, he was just on the undercard, so
yeah,
I mean that don't make sense for him to say he ain't going on the undercard. I just think he said what he said. He didn't say he ain't going on the undercard. What he said was, is that fight is bigger, and just in his opinion, he said the fight is bigger, being at its main event because they can make a lot of money.
yeah, but like that would, like, if he would have been on undercard for Crawford and Canelo, shit would do
Hmm
huge numbers, man.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I
Huge
understand that, but
numbers.
there's no guarantee that, that the opponent that he was trying to have there at that time fight, his dance partner was going to accept that fight.
Well,
No, that's still in
I'm talking about
September.
Shakur and Tank. I'm talking about Shakur and Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee that Tank, you got to understand, you guys are forgetting this. We're talking about Tank, a diva. You think Tank's going to say, oh yeah, I'll fight on the other undercard
Hey,
of
you think
Terrence?
Shakur ain't being a fucking diva right now?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Nah, you just gonna call another nigga a
Just
diva.
because
Call
I
your
felt,
nigga diva first, man.
man, I don't need to call Shakur. Man, I just got on Shakur, man. Come
Nah,
on,
you gotta
man.
call him a diva, man.
But listen,
Just
we
because
don't
you
have
got
to,
mad at Shakur, don't mean you got
listen.
to like this.
We should start talking
Somebody
about
else got
Tank because
kicking straight.
you getting emotional
You out
right
here
now
shooting
instead of
straight.
letting me get my point
You out
across.
here shooting straight on niggas like I ain't like you know what I'm
Nah,
saying.
we just was talking about Shakur the whole time, saying, I even said that he was out of pocket. I'm just being realistic, bro, and
So,
just
yeah,
making a
realistically,
comment.
realistically
So
you
Tank
wanna
gonna
shoot
fight on
Tank
the
for no
undercard?
reason.
Fuck all that. Fuck
You
all
wanna
that. If
shoot
Tank gonna
Tank for
fight
no
on the
reason.
undercard of Terrence Bud
I'm not
Crawford,
just saying, nah, you wanna shoot Tank for no reason.
is Tank going to fight on the undercard of Terrence Bud Crawford? Yes or no?
I don't know, he respect Canelo. Anyway,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna do that shit. You know he ain't.
He'll fight on the undercard if it's against what Canelo wanted.
with
Yeah, he
Canelo,
said he would.
Nah,
He said he
he
would
ain't
fight.
doing that shit.
hold
Tank
on,
said,
hey,
"Hold
bro,
on," but
hold on,
Tank
AC,
said he
hold on,
would
AC,
fight
hold
on
on,
the
AC,
undercard
AC, hold on,
of a Benavidez
before
fight.
you go, hold on. Hey, Bo, you see how he ran right by? I said he respect Canelo. He was like, nah, and then you said Canelo. I'm just saying, if you know that who Tank really respect in the game right now.
But hold on, but let's go back. Tank did say he would fight on the undercard of the Benavidez versus Canelo fight. He did say that, so it's like
Yeah, but we talk about Shakur as his dance partner, and then being on the fucking
that's the
undercard
biggest
of
fight,
Terrence
bro. That
Bud
is
Crawford, bro.
Tank
I'm
understands
telling you, he's
money,
not gonna do that.
but
I don't
Tank
think he would do
understands
that.
money.
How the fuck you know? Out of what he done said, you just
How do
know.
you know? How
Who's
do you
really
know?
emotional?
How
Now
do you
who's
know?
really emotional? You like throw that
I'm
emotional
not
shit
being
around.
emotional. I'm just being realistic, bro. How
How
do
you
you
being
know?
realistic?
I'm
Man,
I'm speculating just like you speculating. You
you
ain't
ain't
coming with no.
speculating. Tank, because you like to go off of what motherfucker said. Tank said that he
I'm
would fight on
speculating like
a.
you are.
Tank said he would fight on the Canelo undercard.
Yeah, basically.
You said
Okay.
he won't do that. You just want to shoot Tank because we busting Shakur ass right now.
Hey, Blue, let's just say
No,
even
bro, that's
hey,
not true. That's not.
Blue,
Get the fuck. You ain't even saying with the same conviction.
That's not
Get
even
the fuck
true,
out of
man.
here.
Blue, let's
I'm
just
not
say,
getting emotional over what you guys are talking about right
Man,
now.
you
And
just
I'm not
got
gonna do all
emotional.
that.
Blue,
No, I did
Emotional
not.
damage.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
Blue,
Yes, yes.
let's just say, Tank, you don't think Tank is going to fight on the undercard for Canelo? Let's just say if that's true, right? It might be true. Shakur already shot it down, man. When Bud said, "Yo, once you
No, I
get
know that.
Tank, get on the undercard."
I know he did that. I know he did that. Yeah, I know. That I do know. 100%. I mean, but we know why he did that. He just basically said he feels like it'd be, a bigger fight than than being on the undercard, which is his
But you don't
opinion.
have a
So,
fucking fight now, though.
well,
You don't even have a fight. Tank got a fight. We know Oscar gonna put Zepeda in something. Keyshawn got something. Loma coming back. What the fuck do you have, Shakur?
Yeah, Zepeda just kind of proved that. Listen, regardless of anything, the way Oscar moving me to a certain degree right now, I don't need a belt right now. I don't need a belt.
Yeah, because
I just beat Tevin Farmer.
because
I
you know
just
what
yeah,
Oscar doing?
barely,
Oscar pulling.
barely.
but he got on his record. He beat him twice, back to back times. I got a victory over him.
And
So
Oscar pulling that Mexican card, man, because he know motherfuckers they desperate to get a Mexican dude on their fucking resume. Me personally, I just be like, man, fuck that dude, man. I say fuck Zepeda, man. I find somebody
yeah, I
else,
mean
bro.
they making
Who
Oscar
you
trying
gonna
to make
find
it
though?
seem
Who you
that
gonna
Zepeda
find?
would be the
Here's
ace.
what I
I
want
mean,
y'all niggas to understand, bro. Here's what I want y'all to understand. Who the fuck you gonna find? You're not fighting your brother. You're not fighting Andy Cruz. Schofield, allegedly you had your massage therapist almost trying to kill him. Is Lomachenko gonna fight you? Probably not. Who the fuck you gonna fight?
Shit, find somebody. Maybe dig Frank Martin ass up out the fucking.
Frank Martin at 140. Who the fuck you
okay.
gonna fight? You gonna fight De Los Santos again?
He got
Who
a
you
fight
gonna fight?
coming up, right?
He got a fight with Keyshawn coming up.
So who you gonna fight?
You better dig somebody else up.
Yeah, he gonna have to fight somebody. I mean, shit. I mean, try to fight somebody. I don't know.
So I'm glad y'all said that. So let's see. Let's go see. Y'all want to check box rec or y'all want to check boxing? So we can just.
This the only thing. This is what I kind of hate with like some of our people in this boxing, right? We act like we so desperate to get a fucking Latin dude on your fucking resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck them niggas, man. If they don't want to fight, man, that motherfucker's a duck.
Yeah, that's
He
where
can
I'm
fight
at. You know what I'm saying?
He can fight Ricardo Nunes, who I think Tank knocked out. He can
fight Moritalia.
He can fight who?
Moritalia. That's the only other available dude.
They got plans for him, and he left Top Rank. Good luck. He can fight Joe Cordina. They do have Frank Martin there, but he can fight Dennis Bernacek. Yeah, or Maxie Hughes. I keep seeing that name just pop around. Or he can fight Yoshino Ogo again. I mean, he's the WBC champion, so he has to fight in.
Here's the fight. Here's the fight. Because they're in the same sanctioning body.
Tevin Farmer?
Nope. If he's smart, go after JD Herrera.
Who?
Herrera.
Man, he beat the shit out that dude, man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
I agree though. I agree with you saying though.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, because Bernacek, they're gonna say he's coming off a loss, and Lil Bro just destroyed him. Haraturian, you've already did your thing. Abdullah Mason, let's get him. Joe Cordina,
Muratalla is fighting Abdulayev for the IBF interim title, so he got his ducks in a row already.
And plus, Muratalla is not even ranked in the WBC.
You got no fight, nigga, unless you got no fights. And to be truthfully honest with you, like out of all we saying, let's be real. If you're not fighting Loma, Tank, Keyshawn, nigga, the next best thing is fucking Zepeda.
But let me just say this though, Pop. This is Shakur's fucking fault. He's paying for the sins of being a dumbass and for being arrogant and for turning down that Top Rank guaranteed a 5-fight, $15 million deal. This is his goddamn fault. He's in this position for not taking that Devin Haney offer and beating the skeleton out of him. Because Devin Haney was a skeleton. He would have beat him half to death if he had took that fight. Okay? And then think about the position he'd be in leaving Top Rank with all 4 of them belts.
And the lineal.
And the linear. That's what I'm saying. He got all the belts. So this is his goddamn fault for not making good business decisions. I don't have no sympathy for him. Because you just said, we just went through all the names. He ain't nobody for him to fight. Except Zepeda. And he's got
JD Herrera and Andy Cruz in the WBC. Tevin Farmer just coming off 2 back-to-back losses.
I wouldn't mind Andy Cruz.
So, man, I say fuck Zepeda, man. They pulling the Mexican card. Where so they got everybody want to fight him just because he's Mexican and it looks good on their resume. Fuck Zepeda.
I don't disagree with that necessarily. I think Zepeda, I like him. I think he really entertaining, but for some reason, whenever it's a Mexican fighter come around, we always gotta add all these fucking superlatives to this nigga. Like Pitbull. Like Pitbull was never that good.
Cool, he can fight Tevin Farmer after Tevin Farmer just lost twice to who?
Zepeda.
I mean, bro, when you start talking about it, like, when you gonna start pulling niggas from other sanctioning bodies? Like Shakur, you either here's your fucking decision making. If you can't get a unification with Loma or Tank because you're not fighting your bro Keyshawn,
should have stayed on Top Rank.
If you don't fight William Zepeda, who's an interim champ, who's playing games with you, What Floyd Schofield is all of a sudden he's not in the WBC rankings anymore. Go fucking figure. Here's the thing: what you do, nigga, you gonna have to move up unless
Nah,
you gonna
I
fight
just do stay busy fights, man.
with who,
I don't give a damn if it's a tune-up.
so he
Force
can
these
fight
motherfuckers.
Sam. He can fight Sam Noakes. That's what he can fight.
I'm just saying, force these motherfuckers, force their hands. You know what I'm saying?
He just tweeted some shit. Y'all trying to give me the pups. I want the big name.
Who said that?
Shakur.
Man, shut his bitch ass up.
See, niggas be acting like I don't know what the fuck the nigga say. I know what the fuck the nigga said. Niggas be trying to
Yeah, I
act like,
seen it. I seen
yeah,
that too.
yeah, you weren't gonna say
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
Though.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
Somebody,
bring
No, I
shit.
seen her. I seen her. I seen her.
somebody need to tell that nigga to stay off of Twitter, bro.
All I'm
That's where
saying
he
is, bro,
lives.
it's hard to defend this nigga when the nigga keep doing crazy shit, man.
And then he just lie and he contradict himself
Is
at every
really,
goddamn
bro,
turn.
is really like, bro, like that's why I said 2 years ago. I was just like, yo, if like, bro, like when niggas is messaging you, texting you, DMing you, and you see what Shakur said, you wake up in the morning like, yo, God damn, this nigga just can't shut the fuck up. This nigga literally said, I don't have no life. All I do is play with
He
my
got a
baby.
whole
And
daughter and a wife.
he said, outside of that, he don't got nothing to do outside. So inside of not playing with the wife, the baby, and going to the gym, he can get on goddamn Instagram and tweet and Twitter or X and just keep going. So 2 years ago, I said, I can't fucking goddamn
What is?
own this shit. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Man, nigga, don't tell me what I can and can't do. I hate on that nigga every day of my life if I want to.
I'm saying I can't motherfucking sit there and condone. Like, imagine me with the passion that I got trying to defend this nigga, and he dead fucking wrong. Imagine that. I make content. I'm not just talking shit and then maybe don't nobody see it. Niggas be like, nah, Pop, remember this when you did this show over here? I can't fucking do that.
What kind? Are they the whole prawns with the tail?
Man, this nigga ordering some shit and goddamn, man, we won't know what you eating. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I
About to
can't
get
do
me a
that,
burger.
bro. I can't sit here and defend that when, bro, stop fucking tweeting. The fact that everybody on the internet right now and tomorrow and probably on down to the end of the week when they actually do it after they damn steal shit. I didn't even want to do boxing like this long because niggas steal shit and they gonna run without shit anyway. Not the fighter. Anyway, you can't give us the ammunition to shoot the shit out of you with, and you got a glass house. You just can't do that, bro. You fucking can't. I don't care what any Shakur fan. I mean, if you think you a dog, nigga, if you saying you a dog, you know what kind of dog you is right now? No matter what breed, you know what kind of dog you is?
A chihuahua.
Not even that. Not even
A
that.
wiener dog.
No, he not even that. He not even that. Even them dogs they got some dogs that's gangster. You know what he is? You're a cur. You just said your name.
Damn.
You're a fucking cur.
Call that nigga a cur.
And if you know what you do with a cur, if a cur that's out here fighting, because I'm from the South, if you fighting a cur, nigga, you either beat the shit out of that dog, get rid of it, or you go ahead and put it to bed. Because it ain't
That's
worth
like
shit.
a 17th century insult. Golly.
Nah, that's a dog man's insult right there. If you got them hounds and you know about them hounds, bro, that's what they call them down in the South. Up here, we'll call them something different, but the South, they just call them shit hounds.
And if you and if your motherfucking hound,
Cur is a cur.
You can't even breed that, nigga. You can't even breed them, whether it's a male or a female. You don't breed them. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you got some shit.
you want a house dog. you want a little companion to play with
You
the
want a
kid.
house dog,
But
or
if you want
just
something, you want something that if somebody try to run up in the crib, they don't leave with a limb.
Yeah, or I say it like this. I know a lot of dudes who take their curs and work them shits out and then make them shit show dogs. Cause they will breed some motherfuckers, you know, that look crazy, but that just ain't got that attitude to do what it's supposed to do. But they'll say, you know what, the motherfucker do make a great ass show dog. This nigga
Them
won
the lucky ones.
like
Them the
three
lucky
shows.
ones.
Yeah.
Them the lucky ones that niggas don't get rid of. Well,
Yeah.
I think you gonna make some pretty babies. Other than that, nigga, you calling yourself a big dog, you calling yourself a dog? Hey,
Yeah.
Damn.
nigga, the dog that you is until you prove otherwise, cause you all bark, very little bite, you a fucking cur. Shakur.
Cur is a cur. Cur. That shit crazy.
That shit is the best analogy, bro.
Saying what it is, bro. You don't have no fight. Loma coming back, he gonna get a fight. Keyshawn got a fight. Tank got a fight. Zepeda gonna get a fight.
Mortala got a fight.
Mortala got a fight. Who you fight? Who you got?
He need to go fight himself.
He just gotta stay busy, man. That's how I look at it, man.
So you either gonna move up.
Nah, because
Who you gonna move up and fight? Richardson, Hitchens, and Campos is fighting.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing at 140 if he moves up, man. I would just stay
Who's
busy.
the WBC champion at 140?
Hitchens. Oh no, I lied. Hitchens is IBF.
Is it Devin Haney, right?
No, it's Puello, isn't it? Yeah, it's Puello.
Oh, it's Puello.
He just had a rough, tough. Probably think a lot of people think he lost against Sandor Martin.
Yeah,
I
think so.
Sandor Martin be getting robbed, bro.
Yo, that
got
is
robbed
sad.
Against T.O. He got robbed against T.O.
He beat the brakes off of Puello. That's why I was
the WBC order: Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda.
How many fights the WBC order that ain't happening?
Well, they put that 30-day time on it. They put the clock on it, so we're gonna see what happens after 30 days.
They could order it.
Yeah, because it can go to first bid. You see what I'm saying?
So
that's why I was trying to say Shakur. That's what I was saying earlier. Shakur don't really care. He just wants to get his money. So if he's gonna pay him, the she's gonna pay him that money. He's gonna take it. But if he can't get it, he's trying to get as much as he can.
I think I'm gonna say it like this: if somebody wanted to put in an argument that Zepeda is ducking, because the truest way to make this fight go down without the purse bid and all the crazy shit, just put in your paperwork and challenge the champion as the intern. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to challenge that guy to really lock that in. That was because I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say it like this.
Can I pay now? I want to pay now, please. Thank you.
But that was the path that Shakur took with Devin Haney with the WBC. He went to them to activate that fight. You feel what I'm saying? So if anybody wanted to try to make that argument, I would ask the argument, Zepeda, how come you're not? I mean, I get you just went over the Tevin Farmer thing or whatever. Maybe you taking a couple of days, about a month or two to just get your shit right and figure out your path in going after this Shakur fight. But within the next 3 months, bro, literally before the end of the summer, if Zepeda ain't calling out Shakur, you feel what I'm saying, and still sitting in that interim spot.
He's not gonna call him out. He ain't gonna call him out.
All he gotta do is put that paperwork in, bro. We'll see. If Oscar is trying to maneuver Zepeda and try to make it seem right now in the public space that Zepeda right now coming off that Tevin Farmer victory, and you compare those two fights with Shakur, he's trying to say Zepeda will be the A side in those negotiations.
Yeah, because that's why I said fuck Zepeda, man. They trying to pull the Mexican card, man.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, they like a lot of our people, man. A lot of our people act like we desperate for fucking Mexicans and shit, man.
Yeah, but I'm
They
gonna say
fucking
it like this. I'm just gonna land my plane here. If by the end of the summer, let's say I'm even probably gonna go mid-August or whatever, 1st of August, if Zepeda is not calling out Shakur Stevenson and still sitting in that interim spot, bro, what the fuck are you doing? What are you seriously doing? Because he ain't got to fight. Right now is the perfect time to attack him. Because he's unsure. He's unsure of a lot of things. He's probably questioning his contracts or whatever. Yes, that is a cross promotion and shit like that. But this is what you told us you were doing in the first place. So you got that initial fight out the way. Now it's time for the second fight.
right, but in his defense, right, he could say, "Look, I'm trying to go for the biggest fight, and right now Shakur isn't the biggest fight. I want to try to fight Tank." He could be
Who's
bluffing
Zepeda?
on that shit too. Yeah,
Yeah,
he could
because
be
he is
bluffing.
sitting in that number one spot right now.
Yeah, he could pull. That's what I'm saying. Like he could pull that card and be like, "Yeah, you nice, but I'm going for Tank. That's a bigger fight."
Yeah, but he
Or
could also
or
use it
Logan.
as leverage to get more money from Eddie,
Right,
or
he
get
could
more
do that.
money
He
from
could
the
do that.
fight,
He could do
because
that as well.
the fight for him to have is this dude still got hand problems. I know if I make this guy work and make him and use some old dirty boxing tricks by trying to make this nigga punch me in my elbows and shit like that, I'm going to incapacitate this dude and stop him later on in the fight. At least that's the way I would be thinking, knowing that the champion I'm intern for got fucked up hands. Yeah, I'm a cap off of the Tank fight hard body, but guess what? I'm going after Shakur.
Right, but
Hey,
his
Smoke.
promoter
Hey,
is
Smoke.
saying,
Flag trying to get in. Smoke. He's backstage.
but Oscar De La Hoya sitting there is dangling the carrot. He like,
Yeah, and that's
so
the problem. That's the problem with everything. Is De La Hoya.
yeah. So Zepeda,
Man,
maybe Zepeda probably want to fight the guy, but at the end of the
flag,
day, they they dangling the carrot. They playing mind games with Shakur.
man,
That's why I
flag on
said.
the play,
That's why I
man.
said
Flag on the
if I was
play.
in,
what's the
Flag
flag
on the
on the
play, man.
what's the flag?
Flag on the play.
shit.
If Kerr is a motherfucking Kerr, then Tank is a beagle. The hell?
Bill said,
Hey,
"Oh fuck that! I'm taking a break. I'm coming."
yeah, I heard that shit. I said I'm finna change my whole persona. I'm changed to my other channel for y'all motherfuckers. Tired of this shit. Smoke.
Yeah.
A Kerr. A Kerr. I said, ugh, that's so fucked up. I said a Kerr. He is taking shots. Then he not put himself on mute to go eat because he feel like he not cook some shit. Motherfucking Tank. I'm gonna find out what Tank is. He think he a little bully. He's a little small little bully.
Hey Bill, so if you was in Shakur's shoes, would you be like fuck Zepeda and take a stay busy fight?
Shit, where is a stay busy fight? I think Shakur just talking a whole bunch of shit and see what's gonna stick. Zepeda don't want to fight him. Shit. Floyd Schofield don't want to fight him. Tank don't want to fight him. He told he had to tell Bud, man, I don't want to be on the undercard, man. Me and Tank fight gonna be the biggest in boxing.
I think that's where you make a mistake at though.
No, cause look, soon as he would have said bet Bud, Tank would have came with the excuse like, I don't even fuck with Turk. See, he ducking me.
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
He gonna lock it in with Turk.
But make Tank say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at
But
the
it
end of the
don't
day,
get nowhere. It don't get nowhere by doing that. If he wants to fight, he's just trying to. I mean, just in my
but I'm saying
opinion, I feel like
I made Tank say it because Tank, like you just said, Tank is not trying to fight Shakur anyway. So if he would have said, yeah, we could do that.
the lemon.
That will force Tank hand.
I asked
Tank
for a
will have to
lemon. So
respond.
y'all don't have lemons? Okay.
This
Thank
dude over here in the damn restaurant eating prawns and shit like he on bait.
you. Yeah, I eat good, nigga. Stop playing.
Yeah, nigga, on live. Give me some. I need lemons. Hey, give me some seasoning salt. We cooking over here. What the fuck? Shit, I'm on break. You got me hungry than a motherfucker. I'm about to pull out this.
Latches hard body on it. He like, yo, everybody ducking Shakur. All right.
Everybody ducking him, man. Like, don't nobody want to fight him, even though he chasing his own tail right now. And he do need to stop
Yeah,
tweeting
he just got. Yeah, he needs to be
critical
common, just a
information.
common.
But I guess he tweeting that shit just to let them know how they is. And he not seeing how Eddie Hearn is. Eddie Hearn told him a number that Turk told him. And now that's what he feel like. But shit, he ain't gonna give you that money if don't nobody want to fight your ass. If you can't get a big fight, he's not gonna pay you no 5-6 million. Cause ain't nobody getting in the ring with you. I just had to spend the money on Padley. That everybody say a damn pressure
Electrician.
washer, whatever the fuck he do. But that's some bullshit anyway. They want to say he electrician, like he ain't no real boxer. But that's okay. We ain't on going to that AC because I
I
already
mean,
threw that flag out.
a lot of boxers got jobs on the side anyway, man.
Yeah,
And
man. But
that's the
when it
thing.
comes to Shakur,
That's why I was saying. That's why I was saying what I was saying before. A lot of people use that against them. They're not using it just to say
yeah,
that. They're actually trying to attack them when they're saying that. When they mention that. That's why I
nah,
said
they
that
doing.
shit got to
They
stop,
just do
man.
that. They just do that against Shakur. Every
Yeah, that's what
time
I'm saying.
whoever he fight, they find out what the fighter hobby is and bring it to the panel. Oh, that
He said
motherfucker,
the hobby.
he plant
No,
flowers and
I'm
shit.
just, listen, all I'm
Hey,
saying
hey,
to
hey!
you
Pretty
is this.
soon, don't let him fight a realtor. You know what I'm
Bills, all I'm
saying?
saying is this. That Tuesday when he got that call, he was a full-time electrician and a part-time boxer. His
Yeah,
own
but he got
statement was, now I can become a full-time boxer. When you're on the level of a Shakur Stevenson, you are a full-time boxer. You feel what I'm
but what
saying?
I'm
Not
saying is,
everybody's
AC,
there.
Uh-uh.
You feel what I'm saying? We know Jay fighting out of B&B, Jason Knox. He's got a job. He's got a part-time job, but he's an amateur.
yeah.
Not even an amateur yet. Well, kind of amateur.
But what I'm saying is, uh, y'all gonna find out whatever the dude do. Like that motherfucker used to be a mechanic. Just cause he fixing on his own car. Yeah, and y'all seen some pictures on motherfucker Twitter. Y'all gonna say that shit when
Hey,
Shakur
don't
beat
be
him.
mad.
Oh,
Don't
that
be mad
motherfucker
at
was
us
fixing on
if
his
Shakur
car.
next. But don't be mad at us if Shakur next fight is going to be against a professional kite flyer.
Shit, that motherfucker gonna be a
Damn,
painter,
bro.
goddamn. That motherfucker, hey, the
God
way he
damn.
going, he ain't gonna get nothing but painters and motherfucking motherfuckers that remodel houses and shit.
Uber drivers and shit.
Like, there ain't nobody. He gonna have to take some kind of stay
But that's
busy
why that's
fight.
why I said that you gotta take them stay busy fights till these motherfuckers get the balls to get in the ring with you.
I'll fuck around and move up on their ass.
Nah, it's gonna be the same shit.
But see that
No,
this is but see Bills, that's the argument I've been making for Shakur forever, and then everybody always tell me for what? Why he need to do that? Because if he ain't getting no fights at 35, what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep going through ring rust. I mean,
Nah, but
you
I'm
get
saying that's why he
long
takes them
layoffs.
stay busy fights because he moves up to 140. It's gonna be the exact same thing. Most of them guys are fighting for the PBC. They ain't trying to fight him. And then some of the guys that's on the zone, they still ain't gonna fight him.
he
So
just need to go to
at least that
140.
140, hold on, but at least that 140, if you saying most of those guys or whatever, he originally did ask PBC for a multi-fight contract. So at 140, that multi-fight
There
contract
you go.
make more sense. Okay,
No, allegedly. That was some bullshit. What his name is? We
okay,
always bring him up.
regardless
It's
of what I'm
relevant.
saying, but what I'm saying is, if even if it's allegedly, and you and Tank just wanted to do a one and done with you, but at 140, because I believe there's at least three guys up there that are 140 pounds from the PBC. At least you go in there with three good names at 140 that you can get that 3-fight deal.
Nah, what you do is you just move up to 140 for one fight, just to show, just do what some shit Tank did, just to test yourself out at 140, knock a motherfucker out. They gonna say you on snack, come back to 135, and then the pressure's on. Like motherfucker,
Okay,
I'm moving
so
around.
at 140, Okay, 140. Do what Tank did. Tank went up to 140 and got himself a belt. It's Richard Hitchens, Gary Antoine Russell,
Man,
Alberto Puello, and Teofimo Lopez, and Arnold Barboza sitting at the interim jump off. So out of those five guys, and let's just take out the interim. Out of those four champions, who does Shakur go up there and knock out to get that belt real easy?
he beating all of them. What you mean? He smoking all of them. Like the little sign right there. Out of there.
I mean, they ain't gonna T.O. Look. T.O. ain't gonna fight him. Fucking Barbosa gonna say Shakur don't sell. Fucking, you know how the PBC gets down. He ain't on the he on the other side of the street. So you know.
But what I'm
ain't
saying
gonna
is if he was going up to 40, Gary Antoine Russell is at least one champion who would be on the PBC along with other names that are in that division that could he could get a multi-fight deal with the PBC.
Why he want a multi-fight deal? He can't even get a fight now.
That's what allegedly that's
Oh,
what
he got he got to sign his life away, the air.
Well, he signed a multi-fight deal allegedly with the Zone, and there is nothing there for him at the Zone.
You know, we always blame these fighters, man. We need to blame these promoters. If they say a motherfucker don't sell, do your fucking job. Promote. They act like they bigger than the fighters. That's the problem, man, with this shit. The promoters think they bigger than the fighters. They want more money than the fighters. And like they putting up their own motherfucking money. Won't you do your job and promote?
As a promoter, of course you're gonna want more money. You promoting the event.
No, I'm talking about they want more money than the fighter.
I mean, they are. I mean, some promoters are putting on the events. Yeah.
How are they putting on the event with their own money?
Yeah.
No, they paying that shit
Eddie
back.
Hearn, yeah.
Eddie Hearn ain't putting up his own money. That's like buying some real estate and saying you gonna spend your own money. These dudes ain't spending their own money. They spending somebody else's money.
Well, actually,
yeah, but
you are
I
correct.
still
He's
have to
spending his
justify
own
those
money, but
costs.
still,
So I still have to
that's a
justify
budget that's
those
given to
costs.
him,
So
and he's responsible for that.
yeah, I still got to hold responsibility to the budget that I was given, and I got to
Right.
justify those costs. So I got to spend it like it
okay.
kind of is my own money and look for whatever advantages I can get to actually come up under that budget. Because sometimes when you in businesses that you deal in budgets, if you can constantly come in under budget, then you get a bonus. So I don't know if that's the case with Eddie Hearn.
That's a fact. My sister got no bonus all the way up, nigga. Word.
I mean, Shakur gonna shatter the budget. He gonna make the shit pop. But don't nobody want to give him a chance, man. That's all. They saying he on sale. He put people to sleep. Everybody got all these excuses, but don't nobody want to get in the ring with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ain't selling. Oh, he put people to sleep. You don't want him to put you to sleep. That's the thing.
But that's what they do, man. Like if you're a dangerous fighter, man, they said fucking Bud don't sell, man. Think about how many times Bud got ducked. Bud got ducked a lot. And the reason why they say he doesn't sell, he's on the wrong side of the street. Bud heard it all, but Bud kept pushing though. And that's what I'm saying. Shakur needs to just keep pushing.
Well, he ain't got to that point
fight,
yet, man.
Look, he can fight Antoine. You see what I'm saying? Because Antoine already said that he'll go down to 135.
Yeah, but they ain't finna feed Antoine to him.
Yeah, he on
It
the
don't
other side
matter
of the
if
street. That's what they
Antoine.
gonna say.
Listen. If Antoine want that fight, he can get that fight. All he have to do is, keep asking for it.
Yeah, it
Go to
sounds
this
good.
promoter.
Yeah, Antoine. Hey, didn't I make you a champion? Huh? Then I set Rayo up for you. You just lost. You just lost it. And what you do when I got on the phone with you, my AI Al, because I don't even think Al's still functioning right now. You know what I'm saying? He just chilling at the house and let AI do.
But you'll have to get upstairs if you're gonna get out.
The fuck is that?
Somebody watching the news or something?
I don't know what that was.
That ain't me.
That ain't me neither. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Shit, you have to get upstairs to get out the house. That Shakur got the motherfucking AI talking. Got to get upstairs to get the fuck up out of here, man.
I can tell you
Say
this.
his name. Say his name. He telling motherfuckers how to escape. You got to go upstairs to get out of here.
Man,
Yeah, they
Shakur
telling
ain't
Shakur how
nobody
to
escaping
duck.
from Shakur.
They telling
Shakur is the
Shakur how to
Usain
duck. They
Bolt of
like Shakur, you
boxing.
got to get upstairs so you
Yeah,
can get up out of
right.
here.
Yeah,
Nah, ain't no
right.
right. That's a fact.
Ow.
We
He got
mentioned
Who
the
he run
most.
from?
He got the most miles traveled in a fight. That's a
Okay,
fact.
okay. In one fight,
yes, sir.
he
Correct.
ran. I mean, I can say he did a little skedaddle. You know what I mean?
A
A
But now,
little.
little? He did a little.
hey, a little, yeah. Well, shit, Tank did a little skedaddle with this last fight he was in, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm not even gonna
No,
bring up
no,
Tank
I
now.
agree with you 1,000%. Tank and his greasy eyes and greasy forehead talking about, oh, that's the reason I took a knee. I agree. I think they both some hoes, if I'm being honest.
Damn.
They
Well,
both hoes.
I mean,
I
ain't
think
no flag
Shakur
on.
ducked.
I'm a,
I think he a loudmouth liar. And I
who
think
he
he a
duck?
runner. He a
Hold
track
on.
star,
Oh,
in my opinion.
hold on, Ma. Hold
Yeah,
on,
he
who
said
he
track
duck?
star.
Who he
Devin
duck?
Haney.
Devin Haney. Oh
Nah,
my God.
I don't think he ducked
Help
Devin
him.
Haney, man.
He
Help him.
ducked Devin Haney.
We know it. I knew it. I knew you were
And he
gonna do it.
I don't
coaches
think
Devin Haney.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
He came up to 135 and then
Oh
went
my
to Devin
God.
Haney's party with a cake talking about sign the contract.
Ain't
Devin
it?
Haney
I
sent him a
mean,
contract.
Devin Haney wasn't gonna fight Shakur, man. Devin Haney was only holding out for one
Man,
fighter.
I ain't trying to hear what you
Devin
think.
Haney was
That man sent him a
his
contract.
own. No. His
he
own
Mm-mm.
sent him
father
a
said they was.
contract for
Bro, he never
250,000 and
no,
some
he
food
never sent
stamps.
him a contract. That is a
His
lie.
father came out.
That's
His
a
father
That's a
came
lie.
lie.
out.
He
He
did send
never
him a
sent him a
contract.
contract. What proof do you have? Where's the receipt?
Bill came
Where's
out
the
and said
receipt
he was
that
holding out for
Tank
one
sent him
fighter, and that was for Tank.
a contract?
Hold on,
Shakur
he said,
Shakur and that Jay Prince
they
didn't
No,
even
said
no.
it.
I asked
acknowledge
you
a
They
a
said it,
contract
question.
Blue.
was sent.
They said it. He said they talking
Hold
about
on, fine. You
25%.
want me
Now
to
we ain't
look
gonna.
up a source? I'll bring you one.
I mean, they
Look at
said something about
No,
Popovich.
25%. Now
hold on.
I ain't gonna.
I know. I thought he said Tank.
This
That's why I
nigga
said
No,
what
he
I
was.
said.
Popovich is
No,
killing me,
we were
bro.
talking about Devin. We were talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
Devin
he
to do.
did. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
lowballed him. They did send him a
yeah,
contract. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
yeah. We talking about the
They ain't
dude that was
lowballed
standing
him.
on top of his car, motherfucker, doing the Tootsie Roll on top of his car, doing the new school dances and shit. Talking about he the champ. And then when somebody knock him out, he want to sue everybody. Fuck everybody in the ring. Y'all are on
Oh,
going to
Showing off
court.
his
he ain't
smiling
getting
so hard,
knocked
they
out
showing off his
though, man.
veneers.
He
Oh
ain't getting
shit.
knocked out. I mean,
This Warbo, you can't hold it.
Man, he
No, this is
ducked that boy.
Warbo.
He could
Stop.
have fought him.
He could have fought who?
he
Shit.
said he
Devin the
said he stood
Dream Haney.
he said he
No, he
stood
couldn't
on
have.
top of the car doing the Tootsie Roll.
Word.
Yes, he could have. Had an offer
Mm-mm.
right in front of his face. Could have fought him while he was a skeleton.
Man, but
That man, that man.
Bill fixed that. Bill said, man, we wasn't gonna fight him, man. He already know what time it is, man.
Bill
Man,
said they
I
was
ain't
only
trying to
holding
hear this
out for
bullshit
Tank.
from you niggas.
Now Bill
How
did
you
say
ain't trying to
they
hear it
was
from
holding out for
us,
Tank.
but Bill said it.
He said they was holding out for one fight, and that was Tank. And Tank didn't want to fight, so he moved up.
Hey,
That nigga
Marky,
sent Shakur Stevenson two
Marky.
offers.
They get their entire argument talking points from BMAC.
We
No,
So
get our
Hell
talking
nah,
point.
bro. You
We get
tripping?
our
no,
talking
come
point
on,
from
Ace. Don't do
Bill.
that,
Hell
Ace.
nah, bro.
No,
You
I'm just
they
saying.
get
that's
their
crazy.
entire
The
talking points
motherfucking Devin
from
Haney couldn't
BMAC.
even make. Devin Haney couldn't even really make 135 anymore. That
It was
motherfucker
me
was
and B Mac that was getting
Right.
on you when you.
So
It
then
was me
take
and B
the
Mac
fight and beat his
that was
skeleton out
going
the
back and forth
ring.
with you. AC, what
Man,
you talking about?
Devin Haney wasn't gonna swing at nobody but a carnival worker. He
Man,
wasn't
these
gonna
are
swing at
opinions.
Facts.
motherfuckers
These are
Shakur.
Hey,
nothing
Come
but
listen,
on,
I'm
man.
trying to
We
feelings
talking
and
tell you,
about
bro.
facts, man.
opinions.
We talking
I'm
about
trying to tell
facts,
you,
man.
man.
You ain't talking
Hmm.
about no facts, man.
It
You
this
ain't talking
this
about no facts.
We
it's a
talking about
pointless
facts.
argument because you're in the BMAC echo chamber right now. So
Oh shit, you hear him. You hear him smoke. That's your man, motherfucker. Steph Curry be shooting all the goddamn time. Don't get him
Hmm.
the ball. Don't get him the ball rest of the game, man.
Shooting blanks.
Oh
Oh, man.
Airball,
Hey, he
airball.
think, hey, I be listening. He be trying to think he's slick. He won't take them
Nigga
shots and shit.
Shakur,
Nah.
nigga
Yo, I don't know
Shakur
what
sat
y'all
up
talking
there
about,
and said,
Nah, Pop, put your camera back on so they can see your face when
man. I don't know what y'all talking
talking
about,
that
man.
crazy
I
shit.
listen. I don't know what y'all talking about.
we talking about Shaquak Stevenson,
He
Shakira
done.
Twitterson,
Okay.
Yeah, who?
That's
What's
who
his
he.
name? What's his name?
Shaquak Stevenson.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Nigga
Hey,
Damn.
ducked
hey,
for
Why?
now,
three.
Hey,
now, hey, hey,
when we talk about Tank, we don't see none of these pictures up like that.
hey, hey, hey,
We can
hey,
tell somebody's
Smoke.
biased.
Huh?
Show us a picture of Jelly Roll Haney. The motherfucker can't hold weight. That motherfucker, he 195 now. Talking about I'm fighting at 147. He barely
Hey
gonna make that
man, he
motherfucker.
should
Say
have fought that man. Should
195.
have beat him to death. Took his belts.
Hell yeah. Show the picture.
Hey,
That motherfucker,
hey, Smoke.
that
Too
motherfucker look
bad he
like
ducked
Doughboy.
that man.
Hey,
I
Smoke,
don't know
show the
why he
picture of
ducked him.
Tank
Should have
taking a
beat him to
knee.
death and took
Why
his
don't you take
belts
a
when he
picture?
had the
Show the
chance.
picture of Tank taking a knee.
I don't have no
Damn.
Or
picture. I ain't finding it.
Shaquak
After he got, you
Stevenson.
don't have
But
that,
why
huh?
Shaquak
I've been
didn't do
looking
that to
for it.
him?
I ain't finding it.
Why Shaquak didn't do that to him, Blue?
That's realistic. That's realistic. I like
I
that.
mean,
Why Shaquak didn't do that to him?
Cause
Duck
he
and
ain't
Tank
trying
gonna
to get
fight
in
him.
there with him.
Yeah. His excuse
What?
is, what has he done?
Because
He ain't
Shaquak
did
is a
nothing. He
duck.
don't deserve to fight.
Point
Who
blank
don't,
and
who
period.
don't deserve a fight? Who don't deserve a fight?
That's what Tank said. What the fuck is Shakur done to deserve a fight
And
with
it's
me?
looking right
Hey,
now. It's looking right now to every promotional company like, what the fuck have you done right now for us to pay you this money that you think you deserve for a
hey,
fucking fight? Because now, nigga, you don't have a fucking fight. No matter what, how y'all want to spin it, try to make
that
it
makes
sound
sense.
good.
He
Hey,
can have a fight, but he can.
You wanna saute shit. You don't have a fight, nigga. Anybody want
that
to
make yeah, you popping that bullshit, Smoke. You know he
Nah,
ain't
I'm
got no
popping that
fight. We
real
know he
shit.
ain't got no
He
fight.
don't got a fucking fight.
Hell no.
But you act like a fight
Every,
can't
That ain't his
I
fault.
can't materialize.
Here go you niggas. Here go you niggas trying to put Sasson on shit. Everybody we name got a fight that's worth
but
fighting
him. But him.
and don't look like he got a beg for the fight that he won't.
I mean, but who Devin Haney fight?
I
Devin
don't
Hmm.
Haney
think
fought
so.
Oh
George
shit. No,
Kambosos
no,
in
nigga, I'm taking shots.
Australia.
We
He
won't
fought
shoot. We won't
Lomachenko. He moved
I'm
up
talking
and
about
fought
now.
Prograis.
We talking about
Hey,
now.
who's Tank gonna fight
He
after
fighting Jose
Lamont Roach
Ramirez.
rematch?
Who's
I want to know
Shakur
that.
Who?
fighting?
Shit, Tank fighting
Who's
Jake Paul, man. He want to fight
Hey,
Jake
yeah,
Paul.
hey,
facts.
hey,
Who Tank
hey,
gonna fight? Oh, Jake Paul.
Shakur
My
fighting the
bad. You
same
right.
person damn Devin Haney fighting. That's all he need to do. Just pick somebody. Throw a motherfucking rock at the wall.
Man.
Just pick some damn body. Shit.
Now,
Man.
Devin Haney you gonna shoot Devin Haney over here. We're gonna shoot Tank over here.
Firstly,
But hold on, my
Shakur.
nigga, right here, right now, we gonna shoot Shakur with the bazooka. Who the fuck is Shakur gonna fight?
There
Man,
you
that
go,
sounds like
Blue.
some hating over there. That's some hating over
Hey,
there.
we know it. We know he ain't motherfucking. We know he ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah.
So he got
Why don't
nobody
you
to
tell
fight.
your
So then
favorite
what?
fighter
So
to get in the
the
ring with him? That's who he
champion,
fighting.
so the
Your favorite fighter
WBC
that won't get in the ring
champion,
with him.
so
How
the
about that?
WBC champion, the WBC champion who made probably some bad business moves in the last year and a half, gonna have to beg to fight his intern champion.
Mm, damn that. Yeah,
Damn,
they
that's
strike.
what the
They
fuck you
strike it.
don't want to say. I say
I,
it.
don't nobody gotta say that bullshit. Smoke.
Buddy, no, buddy.
Like AC say, get down, man. That bullshit.
Damn.
No, I got a
Hey,
puppy and my
hold
other puppy.
on. Hold on. Did he really
Like
just get up and
AC
act like he
say.
dropped the mic with that comment? Wow.
He dropped
Man.
the motherfucking mic because he ain't got no motherfucking fight. I mean,
Hmm.
I
Okay,
can't
no,
go to
no,
war
no,
with him.
no, 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 no.
You
I'm
damn right
fighting
you
y'all
can't
right
go to
now.
war
I'm
for
fighting y'all.
Shaquak.
Hold on, I'm fighting y'all. Tank got to fight. Loma gonna have a fight. Keyshawn got to fight. Mortala got to fight. Cepeda
Mm,
gonna get a fight.
mm.
Guess you ain't got no motherfucking fight.
He'll have one, man. It's coming. It's coming.
And
Damn,
the
he just
whole
got out the ring. He just got out the ring.
And the whole
Y'all
point of
some
what I
haters,
was
man.
saying, bringing up that Devin Haney, this is why he should have took that fight. Look at the position he in now. He should
Man,
have
Devin
proved
Haney
Devin
ain't
Haney
in
was
no
a duck.
position, man.
Man,
Devin
Devin
He
Haney
Haney
took
was
the
wasn't
just
top
gonna
rank
fight that
deal.
dude,
He
man.
should have
Devin
took
Haney
the
wasn't
top
gonna
rank
fight him.
deal, right? The
Man, he
top
didn't
rank
want to
deal
fight
look
that
real
dude. He
good
should have
right
proved
now.
he was a duck.
Devin
Take
He
Haney
his
got
wasn't
fight.
real
gonna fight him,
security
man.
with the top
Man,
rank
I
Y'all
wouldn't
acting
go for
like
man,
that.
Devin
That dude
Haney
is
was.
a duck.
You act like Devin
Devin
Haney was
Haney
still
only
going to
wanted to
abide by
fight
that
Tank,
contract. He
man,
still,
because
he
Devin
man,
still could
Haney
have got
did.
out of it.
look.
That's your opinion.
Devin Haney is one cookie away from getting a belt with motherfucking David Benavidez. I'm about to hear
Devin
that
Haney, hold
bullshit,
on,
man.
wait. Devin Haney got a locked in fight. If
Yep.
he win this one, he got another locked in fight.
Smoke. There you go,
Yep.
beating in the drum, man. He just got out the ring.
Yep. He got 2 locked in fights.
Two locked in fight. Listen,
Who?
his Jamal Charlo, if he wins his cakewalk, he got 2 locked in fight. How fuck
Yep.
Shakur ain't got no fight? He champion.
Dang. It makes sense.
Fuck is you niggas talking about?
It don't matter. We still talking about motherfucking Haney. You can talk your shit
I
all
mean,
you
well,
want.
Right,
I'm
you ain't
just
talking
saying,
about
like,
nothing.
I want
We
to
got
know.
fights locked in.
I want to know
We
how
got
the
big fights
WBC
locked in, boy.
champion. I want to know how
What
the
fight
WBC
Haney got locked in?
Jose Ramirez and Ryan Garcia
and Ryan
too.
Garcia.
Ooh.
I want
If
to
he
know
win, right?
I want to know how Shakur
Yeah.
Stevenson. I want to know
Okay.
how Shakur Stevenson don't got no fights locked in. That
Man,
matter.
I'm about
But
to
nobody
text him
care
now.
about him.
I'm
Hey,
about to text him now.
we can't
I'll let the
ignore the
shit go
fact.
if niggas just
Hey,
admit
this
that.
this
We
Shakur
can't
this
ignore
Shakur
the fact
hate
that he's
committee
been
I
is
will let
wild.
this
avoided,
shit
man.
go
He's been
if
avoided
niggas
though.
stop making
Nah,
excuses and be like, the
hey,
nigga made a
listen,
bad
I just
decision.
hate Shakur. That's just me, bro,
Hey, no,
respectfully.
this
I don't know
Shakur
about
hate
Let
nobody
this
else.
Shakur
shit go.
hate committee is wild, man.
I
It's
will let
diabolical.
this
No, I
shit
mean,
go.
but all realness, man. Shakur
Where,
has
but
been
what
ducked
facts have
though.
we not
Shakur
spoken?
been ducked a
Respectfully.
lot though.
I ain't say Shakur had been, but hold on, bro. There's guys calling out Shakur. You ain't got no fight.
You
Yeah, I
right.
mean,
Calling
You
you out.
right.
he's in
It
a bad
sound good.
position right now. He's in a bad position right now,
It
man.
sound good.
Who put
Everybody
him
call
there?
out Tank. Everybody
Who
call
put
out Tank, man.
Shakur? Who put Shakur in the position that he in right now?
I mean,
Shakur.
Shakur, I ain't gonna
Him
lie,
and
man.
Eddie Hearn.
No,
That's who the fuck
Shakur.
did.
Shakur did it to himself, man. Shakur could have been a unified champ, bro.
Man, let me get my ass out of here, man. I'm arguing with y'all motherfuckers for no hour,
Yeah,
man.
get up
All I
out of
know,
here.
I'm
is
saying,
Devin Haney a
Bills,
duck.
Bills, you gotta admit though, what's the name called him out?
Yeah,
Baranchi called him out. He should have taken that fight, man.
yeah. I mean, he fucked up. He fucked up a lot of fights. He should have just went ahead and fought whoever calling him out. So he set these motherfuckers up on the panel because they want to, be
Because they
on
want to
Devin
speak
Haney's side for
facts.
fighting. I mean, the fact is, Devin Haney was fighting a motherfucker that took his funnel cake. I mean, we ain't even gonna go into that, man. We're gonna keep it a book. I'm gonna go in here and show my face, and I'm gonna come back on another break.
Devin, on the AR, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you. I got the bow and arrow, everything. Bam, I got you. Tank, you got the
Hey, they coming for you, Blue. Hey,
Tank
Blue,
got
I'll
the
be back. They
Yeah,
coming for
yep,
your ass,
yep.
man.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We good.
Just shoot niggas, right? I just shot Devin. I'm gonna shoot Tank. You got the head grease in your eye, took the knee, you got away with it. You gotta fight. You fight on my
Yeah.
ropes, right back, right? Bam. Shakur, you turn down contract, hurt your hand on your big money fight when you was headlining the card. And then the opponent that we built up for you to fight, you don't end up fighting, and you end up fighting the electrician 3 days out, and you want us to seriously take you seriously?
I mean, Shakur has been ducked though.
He's also doing some ducking off the rip, saying I won't fight Keyshawn, and he got a belt.
Man.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
I'm gonna drink I'm fried chicken.
I'm not even gonna argue that. We know the answer to that. No, that's like beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
how
Shakur.
you beat a dead horse? Okay, let me start with the goddamn shit. Go ahead. Because beating a dead horse, right? It's not actually dead. Y'all just want to try to kill it. It ain't dead, motherfucker. He got a belt. You got a belt. You standing, he's ducking you. You want to be undisputed. Guess who got a fucking belt? But for y'all to fight, you need 200 million.
Why don't you have the why don't you have the same energy for Tank fighting Shakur instead of making all these damn excuses? You ain't looking in the camera
I have
there.
the same
You
energy.
ain't looking in the camera making all these faces
Cool.
now like you was then.
I'll
You
make
don't do
it.
that, but
I'll
now
make
you
it.
all up in the camera.
I'll make
We
it.
can see
You
the
want me to
pimples on
make
your
it or you want me to
nose.
keep talking?
We can see
I'll
the
make
bumps
it.
on your nose and shit.
I'll make it or do you want me to keep talking? I'll make it or do you want me to keep talking? Out of Keystone and Shakur and Tank, who's a pay-per-view fighter?
None of them.
Who fights on pay-per-view?
Tank.
Well,
Now,
he fights on pay-per-view, but he ain't a pay-per-view
yeah,
fighter.
I know, Bo. You like to make. I'm talking facts, not what you feel. Facts is Tank fights on pay-per-view. Facts is Tank put money in the exec's pocket. Facts is Shakur don't. Keyshawn just got there. So when it comes to the facts and the numbers, they're gonna say, "Hey man, when it comes to it, Tank is our moneymaker. Any one of these niggas that get on his goddamn fight card is hanging on his coattails." That's the fucking answer.
Let me say this. When that fight didn't go through with Schofield and Shakur, how many people wanted to watch that fight and was upset that fight didn't happen? I was saying that was the best fight on the card. There's a lot of people that said that.
What?
That was the best fight on the card.
That's a lot of people were saying that's the fight they was anticipating
Nigga,
to see,
you
bro.
was saying that. Wasn't nobody else saying that shit.
And there
What?
was other people saying that shit
Yo, they
too.
was calling that man a
Who
prospect.
said
Man.
that?
Because people were really trying to think that, Shakur was gonna lose to Schofield.
Nah, I
They
don't
wanted
think
to
so,
see.
bro.
Man, other people saying that.
I ain't hear one soul say that,
Man.
bro. People were saying that
It was way
Schofield would
better
probably
fights. We
get
had
knocked out
Caballero
and
versus
shit.
Zhang on that card. Come on now.
That fight was trash. You know that. What are you talking about?
Trying to tell you, bro, there's a difference between a nigga that got a favorite fighter and a fight fan. Best fight on that fucking card was gonna be Beterbiev Bivol. The fuck is you talking about? I want
What
to
are you
know who you
talking about?
subscribe to.
A lot of people was upset that fight didn't happen, bro. There was a lot of people upset. I mean, I've talked to people on this panel that said they was waiting to see that fight. I wanted to see that fight. They was upset it didn't happen. Not
AC
upset,
wanted
but
to
they
see
wanted
it.
to see it.
AC wanted to see the fight because he has no faith in Shakur and he want to see him lose. Outside of that, ain't nobody think that shit. Like, be fucking for real.
You see him win or lose, people wanted to see him. It doesn't matter if you want to see him lose. It doesn't matter. People
Yeah,
still want to see him,
he's
bro.
in that. Shakur done put himself in a position with me where I'm still a fan, but I watch his fights because I'm looking for him to lose. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
But
So
you're
it's
not a
gonna
fan
be.
of him, man.
Facts.
I'm
You're
still
not
a
a fan
fan.
of him.
Yes, I am because the fact is, I'm still a fan because I think once he loses, that's when he'll get grounded again and get
Oh
off
man.
this bullshit he's on and say, yeah, I already got my loss, so now all I got to do is just fight for now on. He's one of
Well,
those guys that I think should lose, just like I said
Damn,
on
he
other
said he
people's.
think
people
he
said the
should
same thing about
lose.
Mayweather. They wanted to see him lose too.
Yeah, but Mayweather's personality wouldn't have mattered whether he lost or not. He still was who he was. What I'm saying with Shakur
Shakur's
is
still gonna be who he is. He's not gonna
what I'm
change up if
saying
he
about
loses. You think
Shakur
so?
is, and like I said, I didn't expect, for me as being a Devin Haney fan, I
Mm.
didn't expect Devin Haney to take and deal with his loss the way he dealt with it. That's not how a champion deals with a loss like that, especially after you find out the guy had whatever substances in his body, whether that affected him or not on that night. But once I found that out, I would have been like, you know what? I'm getting back in the ring and I'm gonna show everybody right now that that shit was just that bullshit that this nigga had in his system. He didn't do that. He went on a crying spree. He went on a I'm gonna sue the entire fucking world spree. You feel what I'm saying? He wanted to sue the parking meter, the person who took tickets and shit like that. It was just like, come on, Dev. Like, bruh, come on, man. This is not how a champion does his shit. You feel what I'm saying? And for me, I'm kind of feeling like, you know what? Maybe a loss would be the best thing for Shakur because then he would take time to start to think of Shakur Stevenson? What does it mean to be Shakur Stevenson? You feel what I'm saying? Because right now, I don't even think he knows what it means to be Shakur Stevenson, because it just seems that you're making decisions because you always think the other side of the fence is better. So I'm just gonna keep it a beam. I'm still a fan of his, and you've heard me argue and say, "Hell no, this nigga's not gonna beat Shakur Stevenson." But when it comes down to certain fighters that I think can trip him up, I'm always gonna go for them because he's a dude that I want to see lose. Because I want to see how he handles that loss, and will he be the greatest champion, or will he be a crybaby like Devin Haney?
How you like that shit, nigga?
My man said he needs to lose. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think so. You feel what I'm saying? Some fighters they need to take that loss because then they become better fighters after the loss.
Yeah, but what if you take that loss and don't become a better fighter?
Then listen. You could have stayed in a guided career and everything like that, but the more you dodge what's the inevitable, then the worse it gets for you.
Hold on, AC, because what you were saying is how fighters look after a loss. Or Shaki Foster went back and got his belt.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, Jahad Tucker, done won 5 fights after a loss. So what the fuck we talking about out here, bro?
Lamont Roach went on.
Lamont Roach became champion after a loss. So we ain't saying it like having a loss or just having a, like, you know, maybe so not, you may got a gift that night. We ain't saying nothing. But here's the thing that I'm fucking saying. I'll be truthfully honest with you. Here are hardball fucking facts. And what y'all niggas know and seen, and y'all know we was gonna give it to y'all when this shit happened. You can't move the motherfucking goalpost. Hold it and roll with it. Get your roll on like goddamn Manny Fresh and Baby, nigga. Get your roll on with it, nigga.
Let me address something real quick.
Yeah,
now, first
I'm
of all,
gonna let you sugarcoat some shit. Go ahead.
Nah, I ain't sugarcoating shit. Let me address some shit real quick. First of all, people did want to see that man lose, and AC's one of them. Body works. So nigga, you stay off motherfucking Tank's meat, nigga. Now, all right. Next, please.
Damn, he just slid in and said that shit.
Yeah, niggas. Yeah.
I can expect. I'm expecting a sound in a little bit. But now that, like, you know, the Shakur shit, because he's so sensitive. Anybody say something about him that don't nobody like, you know what I'm saying? The show just must go on. Like, we must defend Shakur. We must defend jokes. He has to be defended. Like, you know. Anyway, fight's coming up next week. 147, Stanionis versus Boots. This is for the welterweight division. Who y'all got winning this fight?
Who the fight between?
Yeah, because you know the lineage is on the line too, bro. So when it comes to that, there's no other fights that are like, you know, popping like that. To be truly honest with you, for a while. Yeah, that matter. Like any fight that matter.
Nigga, I am full as a fucking chick right now.
I bet you ain't saying that. I mean, unless y'all want to talk about Chris Eubank and Conor Ben, or y'all want to go to, like, you know what? We were just talking shit about Devin Haney. Let's go to the May 2nd card. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna let all y'all niggas that were talking shit about Devin Haney. Go ahead, Devin Haney. Y'all think Devin Haney gonna win this fight?
That's gonna be a good fight. He should win no matter what. But
Devin Haney
Ramirez,
versus Ramirez, absolutely.
yeah,
Devin Haney gonna smoke him.
Ramirez is battle tested, so I think it's gonna be a good fight.
I'm dying to see the fight because Dev is he's coming in at a higher weight. He can rehydrate a little bit better. I'm hoping that I see him sit down on his punches a little bit better and just deliver an impressive performance to show everybody, nah, that what you saw was because he was on that bullshit. So, plus I want to see how he comes back. I mean, you disappointed me in like I said earlier, in how he handled what happened to him that night. But let's see how you handle shit now that you're getting back in the ring. So it's two ways of doing it and showing that championship quality. So we'll just see. But I think I think the Ramirez dude, I'm not having a lot of faith that you're gonna do anything surprising, and I'm having a hard time seeing an upset.
Yeah, and body, you a loose booty ass fangirl, nigga. A tank. Glazing all the goddamn time. How about that, nigga?
Yeah, y'all dudes are crazy, bro.
Yeah, this nigga come around calling somebody talking about dick eating and shit like that. And weirdo ass nigga went to some gay shit. That nigga's
Yo,
weird, bro. That
yo.
he's a weirdo, nigga. That nigga body's a weirdo.
Yo,
Hey man,
hey,
you gonna go back and forth with niggas in the chat, man. That's what
Smoke,
happened.
you know what you should do, man?
Hmm?
You should have a show with nothing but Blue and Body going at it about Tank and Shakur, man.
Body got his own channel. Body got his own channel. If he want to do that, I'll do it over here. But he got his own channel. He got the great effects and everything. So
Nah, but you got to have a neutral corner, man, because
I host it. Well,
this
I'm be
should
quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing.
comical as
I'll
hell.
host it. I'll host it, and I'll be quiet.
The great debate.
I'll host
That
it.
should be comical as hell, man. Just put Shakur and Tank up there and let them dudes go at it.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Just let him have the debate.
I'm gonna be quiet because, but I'll just say this: a content creator versus somebody who don't create content, you asking for fucking trouble. How much whether you think the nigga weak or not, you asking for trouble because we can't put shit out that ain't factual. We can't just listen to anybody. It's got to be so, and especially at our level. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll just say this: there was a lot of motherfuckers that thought that, they was gonna body WCS and they got a tombstone. Just be careful with what you wish for.
He said, "Let him do his life coach." Now I'm a life coach.
I'm just saying, bro. Just be being real with you. Certain shit that you ain't doing that content creator got to do. Got to dig and find and listen to shit that we don't want to. How many of y'all actually listened to that Earl Spence interview with his girlfriend that time just to figure out shit about her?
You talking about the do what?
No, that's me. That's me. I did that. I'm talking about where his girl actually interviewed him on her channel. She ain't put out shit on YouTube since.
She did that in one interview. That was a while ago.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
That was right before the Bud fight, right?
Yeah. Did you watch the entire interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it hurt your head trying to watch that shit? Was it brain racking? Was it listening to that nigga talk?
Yeah, some of it because I was like, why are you contradicting yourself about certain?
Why are you even talking like that? Like, this shit hurt my head. Her and you. This is a shitty interview. But I had to watch it to dissect it. It is what it is, bro.
That shit had got a lot of views though.
Yeah.
Because Earl gave nobody. Who did Earl give an interview to?
At that time, nobody.
It was just her. He didn't really touch base with nobody.
I mean, the only other
one.
I'm gonna kick that.
He gave Blue Blood an interview, right?
No. It was ES.
No, I don't think.
It was Ellie Setback.
Setback.
He gave interviews too. He gave Ellie Setback 3 interviews.
and barbershop conversations, right?
No,
I never seen Earl on Barbershop. If he did, I missed that one. I didn't even know about that. The
why
only
would you give
interviews I've ever
barbershop?
seen him
Bro,
do,
there's no way. I'll be real with you. There's no way he gonna give barbershop conversation an interview when Charleston White exposed him on barbershop conversation. It was accidental, but the fact that he didn't kick him off and discredit Charleston White off the rip, he definitely not going over there.
yeah,
When
the
Charleston
only
White called him a drunk, said Earl go in the damn club, everybody calling his name, and he just he cool and everything. When he walk out, he's staggering because he the goddamn town drunk.
only other person outside of Ellie, I think Io got some early interviews from him, and maybe a couple of other dudes, and then that was it. He went on. He just was like, I ain't really talking to a lot of people.
Earl Spence interviews come down to Ellie setback. Outside of like the mainstream, Ellie setback. IOTBA got maybe a few. Shot News got a
Yeah,
couple. Other than that, bro, yeah, he don't give. And then for everybody that was, pumping Earl like he was this, that, and the third, he never acknowledged them niggas like that or nothing. So when it comes to that note, like, uh, I never seen Earl on Monty Brown,
me neither.
FTB, um,
Not even in a phone call.
78 Sports, Black Fight Fan, Fanon,
Peachtree, none of them niggas.
Drew Titan, Blue Blood. I never seen him anywhere near that. Even not even nobody from his team over there. But I seen like a lot of them niggas was able to get Bud team over there. So when it come to that, bro, like Earl kind of did it to himself, same way Shakur did this shit to himself. And he don't even got the following or the fan base that Earl had. So
Yeah, and that's part of why some of the fans that are heavy on Shakur, you feel what I'm saying? When you go over to their channel, they like, nah, he should have stayed with Top Rank. Leaving Top Rank was a mistake. It was definitely a mistake. They was like, why would you do that? Like you're not at the $6 million legitimately. You're not at the $6 million level yet. You may think so, but you know, like me and you said earlier, if he would have got like if Frank Martin would have went through with the fight, now that could have turned out wrong for him because he easily could have lost that fight, knowing that he was trying to still make that Frank Martin fight, knowing that he had fucked up hands. So that might not have went the best for him, but you know, to have that Frank Martin there, to have the Devin Haney there, you feel what I'm saying? Or whether or not you just played your cards right to call out Devin Haney's obvious bluff, then people would have been like, yeah, that was fucked up what Dev tried to do. Just like Gary Russell caught Devin out there. You feel what I'm saying? Because Gary Russell was like, how do you send me some shit and you spelling my name wrong? What's good with that, shorty? I ain't never seen no shit like this. And he was like, Bills, this is how you do business? And Gary Russell just shitted on him. They had to go silent after what Gary Russell did to them. You didn't hear shit until Dev got another fight because he was like, yeah, that didn't work out for us. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, Shakur, you call out that bluff, that would have been huge at that time. You feel what I'm saying? All you had to do was say, yeah, just like with the Bud Crawford trying to throw you the alley oop, and you said no. It's like say nothing or say yes. No was a bad move. So yeah, bro, you gotta be smart about your career. And now you talking shit about towel heads and all of that other stuff like that, man. Listen, I don't know if you ever faced that type of of I don't even know the word I'm looking for it, but you know, where you are right now, you don't call those dudes over there towel heads. That
Stupidity.
that's like, nigga, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you really want to box after this? Do you really want to try to make money? Because that move you just made, if that's the guy who's giving you the biggest bag, you don't call his team towel heads. So it's like Shakur.
Another dumb young nigga.
Yeah, bro. I don't know who be in your ear, and I don't know who you be trying to talk to before you send these tweets. If you talking to anybody, you feel what I'm saying? But you know, always trying to be that, yo, I'm a voice my opinion. I'm gonna stay 10 toes down. This, and that. Sometime in business, bro, you just gotta shut the fuck up. Whether you disagree or you agree, it's like, you know what? I ain't even getting in that bullshit. I'm trying to make this money right now. Once I get where I need to be with this money, then I may speak out about this shit like that. And every person does it, because all these famous rappers and all of this, whatever, they ain't speaking about shit while they on their rise. It's after them niggas become millionaires and got some platinum albums and jewelry and big houses, they be like, nah, fuck the government, and fuck this and fuck that. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't talking about this shit on their way up. So it's a reason why they do it. So you don't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when you got your hand out saying I'm hungry. you know.
Yeah, I ain't eating. I ain't eating. But you got your hand out.
Yeah.
This is what it is when it comes to that nigga.
Yeah. So moving forward, man, I hope you get a fight, man. I hope you get a fight. I hope that the Zepeda thing work out for you, because outside of Zepeda, you looking at Herrera, maybe, or Andy Cruz. So where people talk about Andy Cruz would be a step backwards for you, bro, your options are like getting slim to nil right now. And if you smart, you just look over at that shoulder and be like, you know what? I know this is my little bro and all of that shit, but I'm about to beat my little brother's ass.
It's either that or you move up. You can fight. And who can you fight? Who can you fight right there? Let's be real.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, when you look at it, you got Hitchinson, Gary, Puelo, and Tiafimo. Tiafimo might be looking elsewhere right now. So you could possibly say Barboza. Because if
He can jump everybody in the WBC right now. He can jump Dalton Smith, Sandor Martin, Isaac Cruz, Jack Catterall, Linda Delgado, Paro, Sabril. He can jump all of them. Jose Valenzuela.
Oh,
Right, he can jump all of them right now in the WBC.
this is interesting. Name recognition just hit me. Andy Hiroka. A lot of people ain't gonna know who the fuck Andy Hiroka is, but this is the guy who TKO'd Jin Sasaki when Jin was at 140. He jumped up way too early to try to fight at Andy Hiroka, and Andy Hiroka schooled him. He right there for Gary Antoine, so that's interesting. But what we saying for Shakur could, he could definitely jump all of these guys. You feel what I'm saying? And make any one of these fights he wants. Because to be honest, his name recognition, the only one where it's going to be where you're probably looking at both guys coming in at the same level is if he went after Tio. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These other guys, they're the B side to you, Shakur.
Yeah, other than and Pulo may even be B-side to you.
Yeah, I believe Puelo is B side to Shakur. You feel what I'm saying? Because where he's sitting right now, nobody believes he deserves to be there. You feel what I'm saying? Everyone feels that guy's sitting at that number 2 spot, even though you just beat him. Sandor Martin is back at the number 2 spot. You feel what I'm saying? So people are understanding that's the politics of boxing right there. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't even lose his the fact that no, my bad. But basically where Sandor Martin is right now, that's a good space for him. So where Shakur is, he can get at any of these champions if he move up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sitting at 135, what do you got?
You just complaining. Oh, they don't want to fight me. He don't want to fight me. Yeah, but time is going by. While you telling me these guys don't want to fight you, guess what? A month done went by. 2 months done went by. 3 months done went by. So you got to get in the ring, bro. So staying busy at 35. Sam Noakes, possible Frank Martin, if Frank Martin decides to come back down. But he's talking about he's at 140. Andy Cruz, Herrera, Utsuki, Hughes, and then it's all of these guys that are below 10.
Yeah, Steve Claggett, Evers Rodriguez, like all these dudes at the bottom, bro. Like you definitely can come up here and get busy. If
Yeah.
these are Cruz up here getting title shots and winning belts.
Yeah.
But that's on you. Or you can just sit down here. Maybe you can fight Tevin Farmer next. Ricardo Nunez.
But to be honest, I think people would, regardless of Tevin coming off that loss, I think as far as a decent fight that people would accept, even the casuals, I think they would accept the Tevin Farmer fights. Two defensive fighters, they're gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be boring as hell. You feel what I'm saying? We got to see who's gonna try to take the lead and who's gonna play counterpuncher, because both of them are counterpunchers. Both of them are defensive fighters. So that might look pretty interesting.
That shit ain't gonna be no headline fight.
Nah, If Tevin would have won and beat Zepeda, I think it would have been a headline fight.
Then again, how you gonna look at the guy that lost to the guy that you begging to fight twice?
Yeah, and that's the problem with that fight.
You look completely weak.
Exactly. So you're looking at guys that are not necessarily on your level, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Ricardo Nunez, Sam Nokitz,
7, 8,
maybe Frank
9.
Martin, Joe Cordina.
You're looking at 9, 10 guys that
not fighting Abdullah Mason. What is his name? What's his name? Jader Herrera. What's his name? Shu Izuki. That sounds like the Suzuki Jeep niggas used to be driving around back.
Yeah. Small little Jeep. It's actually a 4-wheeler that got the little car thing over it.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas was putting the big speakers in the back because they had
exactly.
the spot.
Get the new Yamaha Suzuki edition. Well, who knows? This dude probably, weird ass.
Probably a killer, but like
exactly.
Like, and you got Maxie Hughes, Dimitri Asana. You got Shiro, and like, bro, you got nobody outside of champions, and then you got what outside of champions, Ray Mortala, Andy Cruz, Zepeda, Floyd Schofield Jr. were the third, Tevin Farmer. I mean, maybe that dude we were talking about, Zaire Abdullah, but after that, bro,
yeah,
it's bleak up here for you, my nigga. And
I think
everybody got to fight but you.
I think this Maxie Hughes dude just recently fought. I'm trying to, maybe it was on Pro Box or one of these.
Maxie just fought.
Yeah, I remember seeing that name. So, and he's 28-7, only 6 knockouts, been knocked out 3 times. Eesh.
So, what does he have? If he does get a champion, and he know he's not fighting one of them,
Oh, this is the dude I think we was just talking about before that dropped the belt. Is this the guy we was talking about? No, I may be having the names confused.
Oh, which one?
Maxie Hughes.
Nah, who's talking about Maggie you?
Yeah, he was supposed to be in line for some belt and he dropped it to go after the IBO over there. If that's the same dude, I may be completely off with the name, but yeah, like I remember seeing Maxie Hughes fight recently, so yeah, and he's got another fight coming up according to his box, right? You know what I'm saying?
Body, when it comes to that, he's when Oscar went on there and said that Shakur didn't accept or pulled out of the Zepeda fight negotiation, whatever. And then Shakur started just, you know what I'm saying, tweeting back. Oscar never responded. Bro, you look like the weak one. You look like the desperate one. Like you need to fight. Like you was telling Oscar to keep his line open so we can negotiate. Well, you're the champion. Damn, that just looked desperate to me. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
That just looked desperate to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he already lost mad purse bid, so
that wasn't a good move fucking around with Eddie them. Bomber clad man, Eddie them not giving me nothing still.
I mean, be truthfully honest with you, when you left Eddie, and then when you left Top Rank, you made the third belt that was over there, so you left two belts. You didn't side with PBC. So what belt was you going for? And you telling Eddie, even though you signed to him, when it comes to a tank fight, you don't have no parts in the negotiations. Like, what the fuck did you just like? That makes no sense, bro.
Yeah.
At all. How you know Eddie ain't going against you just to make sure that you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Yeah, to make sure he stay in control. It's like, bro, I don't know, man. I mean, some people could get away because they got other people that are helping them, you know, make some of the best decisions when they dealing with Eddie Hearn. But I don't think if you ain't got nobody like that on your side, just listen to a motherfucker like Derek Chisora, Charles Tackham, you know, Dillian White, and find out why these dudes was always running up on this nigga like, bro, what is you doing?
Like, you gotta do it to him. Like, and I mean, bro, you went over there and gonna tell Eddie, you American niggas gonna tell this UK white boy that his daddy pretty much run the platform. Hey, I'm gonna sign a 3-fight deal with you, but if one of them fights is tank, you don't got nothing to do with the negotiation. What the fuck you think he just gonna do? Like, well, okay. No.
That nigga gonna say, bloody fucking hell, mate. This fucking Yankees over here, tight in the piss, trying to show he's got big bollocks when he's a fucking wanker.
He gonna start running plays on your ass.
For real.
Word up. What you gonna do after that?
Yeah, they gonna see it. And this, hey, body. I've been telling them like this all day. Like, listen, if you talk about hindsight and you try to justify a lot of shit by what you call by saying hindsight, look at where he's at now, and he's fucking around with the bag. It's like, yeah, look at where he's really at right now. Out of everybody that he was talking about trying to fight or whatever. Pretty much all of them got fights that mean something. You made this weird ass bargain with Keyshawn. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got nothing going on. You feel me? And everybody's got a dance partner getting ready to go to the prom, and you sitting there with your rented tux and ain't got no dates.
Not one.
Not one. So you ain't going to prom. You bought that corsage for Shorty, for your partner, and there's nobody to put the corsage on. So
You going to prom by yourself.
solo. Yeah. You going late and by yourself.
Or but I hope your suit is flying to everybody else's. So maybe you'll get some.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a wrap, nigga.
For real, bro. Cause all the girls was like, "Yeah, he cute. I want, yo, you could take me. You could take me to the prom." But you like, yeah, but I'm Shakur. You know, you cute, but your ass ain't fat enough. You cute over there, but your boobs ain't big enough. You cute over there, but you know, I don't really like light skinned bitches. You feel
It's always a preference.
exactly, bro.
It's
So,
always a preference. So maybe later on this week I'll do a show. I'll do a show discrediting Tank or Earl or who else was? Oh yeah, Devin. Just so niggas feel better about what niggas ain't saying, and we can talk shit about niggas that actually got fights booked.
uh-huh. So, yo, but it was a great cook today, bro. For real, man.
Yeah,
It was a great cook. The shit was funny as hell, you know. And
I was trying to maintain the first one to try to get like the shit off and see where everything gonna go, and then run a whole another one where niggas can just say what they want and feel how they feel. But as I can see, Ben ain't pulled back up. Cam was busy, so I'm gonna just say this, bro. I'm gonna say this because I was talking to B Mac too. Listen, I don't know if y'all know how much an editor costs. That shit ain't cheap. For him to go back and find through a 4 or 5 hour live to find the best spots and make shorts out of them, that's gonna cost you like maybe a couple hundred, or like you know what I'm saying, depending on how he charging.
yeah,
So the fact that AI gonna be like, hey, if you can do it under 2 hours, we can help you build your channel with this shit. So I don't got no problem with the first hour niggas. Like, let's run that shit structured, and then if y'all feel like y'all got something else to say, I don't got no problem. It's nothing to just type some, and we run the free smoke.
yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, man, it's like it's a great tool. You feel what I'm saying for people who have, you know, less than 1,000, less than 5,000. You feel what I'm saying? You can keep it under. Yeah. If you're trying to restructure and, you know, monetize your shit, then yeah, keep them shows under 2 hours. You feel what I'm saying? It's easy to control anything going wrong in a short amount of time than letting it go long, and you may have to go to the bathroom and all hell breaks loose, and then you're like, damn, this was a great live for 2.5 hours. Now it's useless because I can't monetize this shit.
Facts. That's just like yesterday. Like niggas said nothing for like 47 minutes on BMAC shit. They could have left that shit on my shit and let it go because I already done my shit. They could let BMAC get some crazy work on those 2 hours.
Yeah.
But everybody got to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I see like I feel like this is pretty much it. If you're gonna be here, you can pull up and catch the playback. But we up out of here, man. AC, what how you gonna land your plane when we get up out of here?
Man, just a great cook today, man. You know, great conversation on both sides of the coin, bro. So with that being said, that's where I land my plane, man. On to the next one, man. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to the entire chat. You feel what I'm saying? And great show, Pop.
Appreciate it. Hey, yo, Blue, we want to land your plane at if you still there. You ain't ordering food or some shit. Up. Took too long. We up out of here, y'all. And like I say, stay smoking.
searching for words. A lone wolf immersed in the herds of lamb chowder, tan powder from the first to the third. The manpower when the merchants are served would only wait and flood them with gram showers when the thirsts emerge. Just like I'm here to live my life as a sin. I'm only human in class, the only student, so I'm writing within. No need for pen, no need for piece of paper. I need a win, I need the weed and vapor. Leaf flouted in Anita Baker. Annihilation after hibernation. Hunger pains after the prioritions. Prayed under condensation. The thunder came amongst the sod of Satan. The sun is changing and the flies blazing patient and my time is racing. And I rely on intuition, but we stand in the demand and our supply is insufficient. What we do, expand the grams and cut the ties within the vision. Whatever, hand in hands, but enterprising was the mission. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. There were hundreds of police outside, we can't escape, we dying. Can't relate, but we try it and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with fate, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Oh my God. You see that Jonesy motherfucker that just ran out of here? That's real paper right there. That's real clientele. Try 800. There's something wrong with your shoulders or something. Lost in my thoughts, alive soul, lost in the corpse. My guys know, pot sold at a portion of cost. It's mind cold, but that's the cost of a boss. He lies froze, he's firing eyes closed with no remorse for the loss. It's like he's here to live his life as a sin. He's only human, his past conform to lose until he rightfully wins. No need to boast, no need to feed the fakers. Remain dope beside the needle takers. The coat whiter than a sheet of paper. It's dedication after desperation. To the clouds, our only destination. Living without expiration. We got the gift without an explanation. Try and spot him at his resting line and got him like an exclamation. And I rely on intuition, but we stand in the demand and our supply is insufficient. What we do, expand the grams and cut the ties within the fisher. Whatever, it's hand in hands, but enterprising was the mission. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. There were hundreds of police outside. We can't escape, we dying. Can't relate, but we trying and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with faith, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with faith, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. There's a jungle in the streets outside, no man is safe. There were hundreds of police outside. We can't escape, we dying. Can't relate, but we trying and can't erase. Forgive and not forgive, that we strive and stand with faith, but it's hard. I write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along. Strive and stand with faith, but it's hard. Write my life in every single song. If you relate, then you can sing along.